So the OnePlus 9 and 9e specs leaked and they are amazing. But let's start with the Pro model though. Oppo's Find X line of flagships is always the hint of what to expect from OnePlus flagship, as these brands are a part of BBK Electronics. But this time though, it will be different in terms of camera department. Now let me tell you why. The OnePlus 9 Pro will feature a gorgeous 6.7-inch 1440p adaptive 120Hz LTPO OLED display. If you don't know, the LTPO allows for a display to dynamically change its refresh rate without the need for additional hardware. And the phone will be powered by the mighty Snapdragon 888 with integrated Qualcomm X65G modem, which supports peak download speed of 7GB per second and peak upload speed is 3GB per second. The standard model will come with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, and there will be 12GB to 56GB option as well. Next up is the camera. Most of us thinking about the camera specs will be similar to the Oppo Find X3 Pro's camera, like usual. Now TechMan X says no. So we will have to wait to know from OnePlus, but again, let's see what they say. 48MP f1.8 main camera with Hasselblad branding. Now there will be also a 64MP f2.2 aperture ultra-wide camera, a 64MP 3x or 3.3x zoom camera, and the fourth sensor is still a mystery. But let's just pretend it's gonna be a 5MP macro camera. The OnePlus 9 Pro will support 8K recording at 30fps. Now let's talk about the most interesting part. The branding on the OnePlus 9 Pro 5G's camera model, Hasselblad. Now Hasselblad is mostly known for their expensive cameras and they have never done this kind of partnerships, so it's interesting. But if you look at the past, Nokia and Sony have partnered with Zeiss, and Huawei had a deal with Leica for quite some time. Now it's time for OnePlus. Even though OnePlus has confirmed that it is investing heavily in the mobile photography recently, but the recent Zeiss partnership with Nokia Mobile seems really nothing. So let's hope best for OnePlus, but do not possess any high hopes because it might just disappoint. And if it does some wonders like Huawei Leica partnership, it will be surprising, right? Who doesn't like a surprise? Now moving on to the battery. 4500 mAh battery on the Pro model and 65W fast charging and a 45W fast wireless charging as per past leaks, but it can be the 30W one too. But the OnePlus 9 retail box will come with a 65W fast charger. Now this will be a surprise. Again, the same as OnePlus 8T, the wireless charging might remain exclusive to the Pro model, but it's still a speculation at this point. The vanilla OnePlus will feature a 6.55-inch display with 1080p resolution and the screen will support 120Hz refresh rate. The chipset will be same, again Snapdragon 888 with 8GB of RAM and 128GB as base storage. Now talking about the camera, a 48MP main camera, another 48MP secondary camera and an 8MP tertiary sensor. Now no words on which one is which. The selfie camera will have a 16MP sensor and it's a fixed focus lens. The OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro will likely opt for the punch hole cutout for the selfie camera, so if you want to know about that. The battery and charging specs are same as the OnePlus 9 Pro model, minus the wireless charging. And yeah, copy and paste the charger in the box surprise. But the mysterious OnePlus 9e budget model will have a killer battery life. If OnePlus prices this one right, it might just have a very good sales figure. Now, the OnePlus 9 Pro will feature a 6.5-inch 1080p 90Hz OLED display, Snapdragon 690 chipset, 8GB of RAM, 128GB of storage, 64MP main sensor with f1.7 aperture, 8MP ultra-wide camera, but it will have a 5000 mAh battery. So the OnePlus 9e should deliver an outstanding battery life because of that huge battery capacity, 90Hz refresh rate and 1080p display. Now the new OnePlus 9, 9e and 9 Pro are expected to be unveiled in March. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys want to see more episodes like this, please hit the like button, please do subscribe or watch my other videos. Bye and take care.